The other games I should say, which actually probably affect the bottom end of the season, the bottom end of the ladder, and I guess we're in that category as well. Washington Park, we're chasing Bentley Uniting's 262. Simon Richards top score with 108 for Bentley Uniting.
Cheap.
Hey. Who said that? Simon Richards made 108, and Washington Park in reply all out for 154 with Gareth Finney making 68. Look, Gareth Finney's been doing the job for Washington Park, particularly in the second half of the season. Look, Washington Park, they're now on 6 points. They're on the bottom of the ladder. Kingston Heath, just to mention also, they played LePage Park, who had beaten A&A and also Bentley and Amiga 2 games in a row, which was great for them. But Kingston Heath defeated them, which is great for Kingston Heath. They made 5 for 242, and they rolled LePage Park for 171. So
LePage are in the same boat as that. Would you get the top 3 out, you're into the middle order, and
Yeah, well, that's right.
It's all over.
So that positions the bottom of the ladder with, as I mentioned, Washington Park on 6 points, and Carnegie South on 11th on 12 points, as well as Kingston Heath, who are 10th. A&A are obviously 9th on 18, I guess it now comes down to the final round. Now the biggest game there, that has a big game there which has a say in it, and a lot of people have got eyes on it, is A&A versus Kingston Heath. Now Kingston Heath are confident that they can beat us, and
we haven't won a game since Christmas.
Well, that's right. So our form suggests that
everyone's better than ours.
Yeah, that's right. So from that perspective, that's not without meaning. But the other game in particular is obviously Washington Park. They're on 6 points. They're playing East Sandringham. So things aren't looking strong for Washington Park, but from what I hear, they're trying to bring in a few blokes to give themselves a chance at least. And I guess you can't die wondering. Now, I know that Liam Pickering played in a lower grade game for a week and made 100. Whether they're trying to fine-tune him to be available for this game. In addition to that, and Liam Pickering has got success against A&A when he made 99 a couple of years ago. But also, they've picked up a couple of other blokes from... I think the Baldwin sub-districts who...
So you sure of that?
Yeah, no,
they've registered them.
Yeah, that's right, and they played last game. They didn't do too well, not with the bat at least anyway, but they contributed with the ball.
If they can't bloody make runs against Bentley United, how are they going to make him against East Sandringham? They got rolled for 150.
Yeah, well, speaking to people from Kingston Heath, they've done the research, and they have identified that Washington are trying to... gain a few faces to be competitive, and it's a big ask against East Sandringham, particularly after their efforts on the weekend. So good luck to them. But
if they can pull a rabbit out of the hat, but I don't know if it's going to help them for next year. If Washington stay up, it might be good for the club to go down for a year and play a year of worn out, be successful, try and win as many. Start getting that winning feeling back, and win a flag and come back into Longmuir, but whether they can pull a rabbit out of the hat and win a game and stay up next year, then obviously gives them an opportunity, I guess, to throw more money around and buy a team again. But
personally, I would never recommend going down for a year, win a few games and get the confidence and go back up, because it's very hard to go back up. Just ask Moorabbin West, who've tried to spend the last 4 or 5 years doing that. They're well positioned at this point in time, but there's no certainties. So Bentley A&A versus Kingston Heath, East Sandringham versus Washington Park. Bentley Uniting versus Amiga, which would be an interesting game, because obviously there's a bit of finals shaping around this game. Not for Uniting, but more so for Amiga. If they lose this game, then they open the door for a West Bentley, who play Carnegie South.
I think, I've tipped most against Amiga this year, but I just think Bentley Uniting, I think, they're probably one of the best teams out of the 4.
Oh, no question. I mean, they've got a fantastic batting lineup. But they're just a little bit light on depth in the bowling. I mean, they've got Chubbs and they've got Brett, but besides that, they've always...
This year, like Amiga, that,
they're on the other side.
Bowlers
their bowling is fantastic, Amiga.
But where I was going with it was Amiga's batting isn't, setting the world on fire either. So I think Bentley O's got the bowlers to get through the top order of Amiga.
Well, this is the thing; they probably offset each other's advantage.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right. But I think it's going to be a big game, and maybe I just can see Bentley Uniting getting the points and ruining Amiga's chances. But based on West Bentley, who have got
West Bentley have Carnegie South, so West Bentley are most likely going to be in a position to challenge for the 4. But it is out of their hands because it does come down to Bentley Uniting and Amiga. So
Amiga's got more points than West Bentley.
Amiga, I think they're on 42, and West Bentley are on 36.
And I'm tipping West Bentley will get a good percentage boost out of the Carnegie South game if it came down to percentage.
That's a prediction, but it will help. That's where it's at. Mackie play Elwood. I think Elwood are stuffed now. I do believe so. From that perspective, they're the games. Just quickly going to the ladders, just to finalise. And as you did, as you queried about who's on top. Now, from a percentage point of view, actually Amiga's percentage is below West Bentley's. West Bentley's is 1.24, where Amiga's is 1.16. So, if West Bentley do beat Carnegie South, which is, I guess, expected, they'll move to 42, and it does come down to Amiga to beat Bentley Uniting. So, it really does come down to whether Bentley Uniting's batting can offset the very, I guess, disciplined bowling attack of Amiga's, not to mention the fielding pressure that they provide. So, what a fantastic finale to the season it's going to be.
It'll be a great game.
No great doubt. As will A&A's versus Kingston Heath, because it's a very important win for us to aim for.
Look, at the end of the day, win or lose for us, we're still up. It's the onus is on Kingston Heath to come out and perform. So I'm pretty comfortable. We'll sit back and just see what they provide. But I think we should have the players to cover them for sure. But it'll be interesting. I've never played against Kingston Heath before. I never played against them that year we were in Warnow. So it'll be good to see that.
Trick against them a couple of years ago.
Hang on. We got that as recording too, so
good
timing. I'll be interested to see their kids because they're like us; they're pushing the kids through. So
that's right.
I'll be very interested to see their guys come. So some of them are making runs and taking wickets, so it'll be good. It'll be a good game, and it's going to be 30-something degrees. So the toss will come into it on King George because you win the toss in King George and you get 280 plus. It's always hard chasing the second week, especially when Adam Kane's bowling and ripping it and talking about his hat trick a couple of years ago to the kids when they're batting. So.
Oh yeah, I'll remind them that. Yeah, they probably were playing under 12s at that stage. But anyway, so that's the season, and hopefully, fingers crossed for A&A that we have good reason to celebrate on Saturday night at the 80th.
Are there any tickets left? So if someone's watching this and thinks, "Shit, I forgot all about it. I need a ticket."
No.
Is there any tickets?
No, sold out, full house as mentioned. 120 was maximum. We've squeezed it to 125.
130? I thought it was 130.
No, we've given the concrete numbers. It's 125. It's actually 126 to be accurate.
So those 6 people are just going to stand in the corner and watch?
No, we've been able to squeeze in another table, but no. So that's how it's going to be, and it's going to be a fantastic night. A lot of players who played even in the 40s.
Do we do a YouTube show from the 80th? Do we get the camera around it?
With a bit of luck, hopefully try to maybe record some things, but we'll see. We might keep it under wraps and give you a surprise in a couple of weeks' time. But until then, good luck in round 11.